and everything together at the same time. Yeah. Coke fed for some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls rescue met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she tweet, I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, investigate, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my perk.
Yo, hey everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late today, but I had to get my real job, and we had a Black Soul Food / Pickle Festival at Santa Fe Family Life Center today, and they were supposed to be done and out at 6. But, of course, that's not what happened, and they just got done a little bit ago, and I finally just said I'm leaving. The parking lot was still people in the parking lot. I'm like, I'm out of here. I got to go do my show, talk about our Thunder's win today over the Nuggets, and that we needed a big-time win that we had to have, and I'm just so thankful that they got it done, even though, once again, SGA has not played well, and that was part of what, remember we talked about this before the playoffs started, that I was worried that he took so much time off that it made me nervous, the fact that he had taken and I'm like, man, that's just a lot of time that you take off, and I was worried about that, and quite frankly, we got lucky that we got the Grizzlies, which I wanted, and then, like I said, I would rather play I didn't care whether it was the Nuggets or the Clippers, but like I said, since we played the Clippers, I would have rather played the Nuggets because of the simple fact they're only playing 8, and they win a 7-game series. And like I said earlier, that I believe that that by games 4, 5, and 6, that Jokic and the guys are just going to be tired, because physically they went through a 7-game series with the Clippers, and so I figured that it would be a tough thing for them to be able to beat us. I knew. Now we gave them game 1. Okay, let's face it. Dagdahl gave them game 1, and so it should be 3-1 right now. But he gave them game 1, which is okay. It's not really okay because you can't really give away games. But he did what he did, and like I said, I thought we would win 4 out of the next 5 after we lost, and I thought we'd win games 2 and 3, and then 5 and 6. But it looks like that we're going to win 4, 5, and 6. And quite frankly, our defense, and I'm gonna say, Caruso has been the difference. He just has been the difference, plain and simple. And another thing is that we had talked about this. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday when I did the show last night, the post game from Game 3. Because I had people talking to me about doing the game and wanted me to go ahead and do it, so I said, fine, I would. And I'm just sorry that it's, we're an hour past what I should have been on. But what I should have did, and my mind was telling me to do, was take all my equipment with me. And then as soon as everything was over, I could have did my show live there at the gym, or went ahead and went to Cats and did it on the patio. And but that's not what happened. I thought it'd be fine. I'll get out and I'll get done. I'll get home. I'll get it done, and it'll be fine. And that's not what happened. And so we're a little bit late further than what I had anticipated. But that being said, Caruso is just the difference. He has been the difference, and his going through the playoffs with the Lakers and winning the chip, even though it was at the bubble, still a chip is a chip. And the fact that he's had so much experience has made a huge difference. And his just physicality. It really is. It's physicality. And let's face it, SGA still has not had a signature game. Game 2, 11 to 13, 30 points, whatever, but he still is not himself. He's just not. For whatever reason, he's just not himself. And this year, he only had 1 game that he did not score 20 points. And he has 2 playoff games that he hadn't scored 20. So it's just one of those things where, like I said, I was worried that he took all that time off, because it just bothered me, because he took what? He didn't play against the Warriors, against the Suns, which we broke Kevin Durant, which I wanted him to do, because that would have been his 73rd consecutive 20-point game, to break Kevin Durant's record in Kevin Durant's face at Kevin Durant's house. That's what I no, he doesn't. No, he does not. That was my guy. The commander sent me a message saying that Caruso reminds him of Lindy Waters. No, he doesn't. I know you're just full of crap. But anyway, Thunder took care of business tonight, evening the series at, oh man, what is that? Let me fix this. Sorry, guys. I just got in such a big hurry to get on. Anyway, to even the series at 2-2, come back home, win Tuesday night, Game 5 at 8:30, which is going to be a huge game. And by the way, can I say, what the hell is Jay Billis doing calling the NBA game? He's horrible. I don't like him doing college games. He's sitting there talking about SGA pushing off, or that's a foul. Jokic does the same thing. That's not a foul. I mean, bro, you're so biased. It was pathetic. He's terrible. Why do you have a college guy calling the NBA game? What the hell is that? He's terrible. He's garbage. And it's ABC, and it's a Sunday afternoon game. And that's who you got, ABC? That's who you have calling the Thunder game. That guy. He's garbage. He's garbage. I'm like, what is he doing? What is he talking about? Yeah, SGA does that. So does he. So does Jokic. So does LeBron. So does oh my God, Luka. They all do that. Jason Tatum. That is an NBA move. What the hell are you talking about, Jay Billis? John says he was even worse on Friday night. I said the exact same thing. Well, I didn't get a chance to see Friday night. But he's garbage. He is. He's garbage. He should not be calling an NBA game. And that just goes to show you what ESPN and ABC is putting out. He's garbage. There's no way in hell you should have a college guy calling an NBA game. No way. But it's Jay Billis, whatever. He don't mean jack shit to nobody unless you're a dookie. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm going off. But I've got in here, what do I have in my notes? I said, Jay Billis. What I had, WTH, Jay Billis, STFU. This is the NBA, not Duke. And y'all know what STFU means. I mean, I'm sorry, what the hell are you talking about? SGA pushes off. Bro, shut the hell up and go back to college. He does the same thing that Tatum does. They all do it. They dip their shoulder, they push off, they fade away. It's an NBA move. But your dumb ass is in college and talking about Jokic. How about his 2 missed free throws? You didn't say nothing about that. How about turning the ball over? You didn't say nothing about that. Dude, if you're going to ABC, if you're going to do NBA games, at least have somebody on there who has some knowledge. Grant Hill, give me somebody who knows. That's what you got, Jay Billis? He's horrible. He's garbage. Now, that all being said, ready to be back on TNT. Yeah, that's Tuesday night. We've got some good deals. Okay, so we start the game out, and we're up 7-2. And he takes SJ out. And SJ is rolling. What are you doing, Dagnall? Now, he starts SJ the second quarter, but I'm like, your guy is rolling, and you take him out when he's on a roll. And he never was the same after that. I'm telling you right now, as a player, when your coach screws, because he doesn't screw with J-Dub's head. He only screws with SJ's head. He doesn't screw with J-Dub. He plays J-Dub. And this is my thing. Did you guys know, leading up to today's game, that J-Dub had played more minutes than SGA? Once again, I'm going to say this. J-Dub played more minutes than SGA. This dude is the only coach out of 30 teams that would play somebody more than your best player. J-Dub is never going to be 3 times first team All-NBA, 3 times first team All-Year in a row. He's not going to be an MVP. No matter how great of a coach you think you are developing talent, this dude is never going to be first team All-NBA 3 years in a row. He's never going to be an MVP candidate, let alone win the NBA. That's not happening. The only reason why he got an All-Star this year is because, 1, Chet was hurt, and number 2, they had to put him on the team. That's the only reason. The only reason. He's not a top 25 kid. And you look at him tonight, he was nowhere to be found. He was great in Game 3. But once again, we're not going to win without SGA. He was somewhat himself in the fourth quarter, but once again, shot 2 threes in a row, then kicked the ball off his leg. What the hell are you doing, SGA? What are you doing? Why are you shooting 2 consecutive threes? Mid-range is your game. What are you doing? He is just not right. He's just not. And he hasn't been right since the Lakers game that he tied Kevin Durant's record of 72 games in a row of scoring 20 points. And then he did not play for, 18, 19 or 20 days or whatever stupid amount it was. He has not been the same player since sitting out all that time. And I said that I knew he was tired, and I get all that, but you can't sit out that long and it rust. He has not been the same guy. Now, playing every other day is going to help us, but the problem is if we win the next two games, what is that? Tuesday, Thursday, we still got to wait what? Who knows what's going to happen with the T-Wolves and the Golden State Warriors. I'm assuming the T-Wolves are going to knock them off in 6 or 5 or 6. That's my guess. That's what they should do. Now, whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. What is up, Burgess? How you doing? Yeah, the game went exactly replica of Game 1, except we won. I was aware after the game that J-Dub had more minutes than SGA after Game 3. That is insane. That is insane, guys. There's no way that J-Dub should have more minutes than a guy who's the 3-time first-team All-NBA, probably going to win the MVP. So doing things that only Michael Jordan has done, and D. Wade, and Steph Curry, and who I think it's like 6 guys that only done some of the stuff he's been doing. But Jordan is the only one that's been doing it multiple years like him. That's it. And you play somebody more minutes than him. I don't understand it. It's like the Oklahoma City fans. They don't get it. They're like, well, J-Dub, do you understand what the hell you're talking about? You're not going to win without SGA. You're going to win without J-Dub. He had what? We'll go over his rep. He was a non-factor today. He made a layup and 2 free throws. He was a non-factor at all today. He wasn't even a factor. Hotspot, J. Will and Wiggins. J. Will, once again, dude, why just stand up in front of Jokic? Why let him shoot over you? What are you trying to go by and block his shot and all that nonsense? Don't do that. Be smart. Just put your hand up. Let him shoot. That's all you got to do, bro. Don't give him any momentum. Just stand in front. Go ahead. If you're going to make that over me, go ahead, man. That's all you got to do. Okay, Hotspot, stop it. Shea was not stat padding. Stop it. That's not what he's doing, bro. He's trying to get back in rhythm. And if you're a ball player, you should understand what that means. He's trying to get back in rhythm. He's not stat padding. He's trying to get back in rhythm. Like after Game 3, what did he say? I lost us the game. Those are shots I normally make. That's true. I'm going to keep shooting them. Why? Those are shots you normally make. That's not stat padding, bro. That's him trying to get back into the groove, to close out. That's the thing. And I already said that, Hotspot. He shot 2 threes and lost the ball. I said that. He was trying to close out the game. I said that those are stupid shots that he took. I already said that. He ain't stat padding. He's trying to get back in rhythm to close the door. He shot 61% last year. That has zero to do with stat padding, dude. That nothing what you're talking about is irrelevant. That's not what he did. This is what he's trying to do. As I said, the thing that worried me before the playoffs was him taking so much time off. Now, I have a source that has told me that he was more physically beat up than what was laid on. That's why he got the rest. But he has not been the same player since the playoffs started. And he's trying to get back in game. He's had 2 games since he got back in the playoffs. 2 out of 8. He's had 2 out of 8. That's it. He has not played well. Now, he did make a couple big shots. He played some defense. He got some stuff tonight, 100% in the fourth quarter. He made a couple big shots that we needed to make in a timely fashion. 100% he did that. But Wiggins played great. I thought except for the stupid fouls, played great. J. Will was fantastic. Chet was a no-show. He's just not there. How the hell are you going to give up on offensive rebound? Dude, you got to, first thing you look to see where Gordon was, and then you turn around like you're just going to jump over him. Put your body on him. Plain and simple. That's what you do. He did not do that. Chet has not played well either. Those are the things that you have to fix. But once again, we had so much time off, it's going to take us a while to get back in rhythm. And the good thing about this series is this. The longer it goes, the better it is for us. And I said, after we lost Game 1, we win 4 out of the next 5. That's what I said. I thought we'd win Games 2, Games 3, lose Game 4, wins Game 5, win Game 6. But we lost Game 3, won Game 4, and I believe we'll come home Tuesday night. We'll beat them at home Tuesday because I don't believe they can beat us on the road unless Dagnall does something stupid again, which I doubt if he will. Hopefully he won't. And then I think Game 6 will come beat them because they're just going to – our physicality with them and what they just went through a seven game series with the Clippers, as I said, I was excited about. And I said before the series started, games 4, 5, and 6 will wear them down. And you could see game 4 today was the beginning of the beatdown. Game 5 will be a continuation. And game 6, they'll be home. But Jokic is pretty much, he's gonna give us a show. But with between J. Will and iHeart beating the crap out of him, it's going to be tough for him to get some stuff done. John Warren says, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins had 8 of our 10 threes tonight. Dogs, bench saved this night, 100%. Kaysen, Caruso, and Wiggins. But I'm going to tell you this. What did he do in the fourth quarter? Do any of y'all know what he did in the fourth quarter? He did something he hasn't done. He took J-Dub out. What have I been saying? In the fourth quarter, do what? Take J-Dub out. Leave J-Dub, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, iHeart, Cheddar, J. Will. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? And what happened? This is what happened. I have it in my notes right here. Fourth quarter. At 72-73, they put at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, they put Jokic in, not SGA. Then 30 seconds or about 35 seconds later, it's still 72-73. We're down 1 with 8:57. You've got SGA, Kaysen, Wiggins, iHeart, Caruso. And Caruso took over. And then when J-Dub came back in the game, it was 5 minutes and 41 seconds, so 3.5 minutes later. 3 minutes later, we're up 2 and rolling. And I've got right here, SGA, horrible decisions down the stretch. He can't close right now. Those are my words right here on my day. He can't close right now. He's out of sync because he took so much time off. And think about this. He had one game he didn't score 20 points all year out of 82. And he's had 2 games he didn't score 20 this series. He is not in sync. He wasn't in sync, and he always plays bad against who? Memphis and Houston. So that was a bad series, even though I'm glad we did it because I wanted that because I wanted us to get an easy series. And I wanted the Clippers or the Nuggets to beat the hell out of each other, which they did. And then our defense and our physicality, we're going to beat the hell out of them. And by times game 4, 5, and 6 came. And that's what happened at the end of game 4. They are just tired because they only have 8 people. And you've got guys playing 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes. At some point, it's going to catch up with you. Let me see. I'm trying to get here. Chest ball handling is god awful. Yes, hotspot it is. And I've said that, dude, stop trying to dribble up in traffic. This is not high school. This is not college. You're not at Gonzaga playing against St. Mary's. What happened when you played Arkansas? What happened when you played Duke? They just stripped it from you. What happened in the summer league? You got stripped. You're not Wembanyama. You're not a unicorn. You're just a big, tall guy who's athletic and who can knock down threes and block shots. You don't have this great ball handling, this whatever unicorn they try to pay. I was like, I called that out from the very beginning. He ain't that. No way. And that's exactly what happened. John Warren. J-Dub normally gets fourth quarter rest. No, he doesn't. John, he plays the whole fourth quarter. He doesn't take J-Dub out. That's why J-Dub had more minutes than SGA, because he was playing him the whole fourth quarter. And I said, what did I say? I said, this is the thing, plain and simple. Number 1, at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter, at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter, take J-Dub out. SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and either iHeart, J. Will, or Chet. In this case, iHeart, J. Will, because Jokic is on the floor. And you make a run. You start the second quarter with about 7 minutes left. Boom, you take him out again. You put SGA in again, and you run with that group again for 3 to 4 minutes. You bring J-Dub back in the game with about 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, and that's how you do it. That's the simplicity of this. Today, what did he do? We were struggling. Take J-Dub out. You go from being down 2 to up 2. Down 1 to up 2. You got a nice rhythm, bring him back. Even though he didn't score, he scored, 4 points? I think he had a layup and 2 free throws. But at least he was playing defense and he was there. But he is just not the guy. And no matter how much you try to play him with the SGA minutes, he's not the dude. You're not going to lean on him. And did SGA close us out? No. Did he make horrible decisions? Yes. 100% he did. And I was saying it, and I got it in my notes. What the hell are you doing? Why are you shooting back-to-back threes and then kicking them? What are you doing? And he's pressing. I've been in that situation where you're not playing well and you press. And if you played basketball well enough and you were the guy and you were the dude, and in a high-pressure game, you're going to put it on yourself. And I said about this last night. I have zero issues with him shooting the ball and missing. I'd rather him shoot than anybody else. I trust him in big moments. Now, that being said, if he's making shots, then I trust Williams. Then I trust J-Dub. Then I trust Chet. Then I trust Kaysen. Then I trust Caruso. Then I trust Dort. When he's knocking down shots and he's in a flow, they have no pressure. They know he'll save them. So they have no pressure. That's when they excel. But when the pressure's on, I don't want any of them trying to shoot shots. If any of them, if I'm going to pick one to shoot a shot and pressure, it's Caruso because he's been there. But the rest of them, I don't trust them at all. And neither does he really. Let me see. Good question. I already posed that. Mark understands he is just hung up on finishing. J-Dub development and statistics. That's where he's at. He doesn't understand. He doesn't. As a friend of mine says, my friend Jennifer, he doesn't read the room. If you understand what that means, that's not him. He is an analytical person. But being analytical, why are you doing what you're doing when you know you make a run with him on the bench? And today, in the pressure situation with the game on the line, you did something that he does not do, John Warren. He doesn't take J-Dub out in the fourth quarter. And I've been harping on this for how long? This whole series. Take him out. That's why he's played more minutes than him. And what are we? 1-2. We were 1-2 with J-Dub playing more minutes than SGA. He's not the dude. He is not the dude. Okay, let's look at this. Here's the box score. Okay. Hey, Rogelio, what's going on? Wiggins, Wallace, and Caruso won the game, 100%. Dort almost cost the game. He needs to quit shooting so much. If you're not on, you're not on. Isaiah Joe, if you're not on, you're not on. Jokic is really good offensively, but don't ever want anybody consider him a top 3 center. Top 8 center. I don't know about that hot spot. He's pretty good, man. He cannot handle physically. He would be warming the bench in the night. Well, yeah, in the 90s, yeah, I agree with that. 100%. 100%. But he's a beast, dude. He's an absolute beast. So let's look at the stat line. Chet, 8 points, 13 rebounds, 0 blocks, 2 turnovers, 3 fouls. 4 for 10, 0 for 3. He was just not there at all. You could just see it in his body language. You could see it the way he was moving. He was just out of sorts. He was just not there tonight. Plain and simple. J-Dub, 33 minutes, 10 points, 2 for 13, 0 for 5, made his free throws. Yes. 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. I thought defensively he was solid tonight. Offensively, he was just not even remotely there. Let me see. What did it say? It's Rogelio. Coach, they are playing zone down the stretch to trap SGA. I'm glad they're finding ways to high pick and roll and is on the way to drop. Yes. And what I will say this, Brown is playing SGA great defense. He's reaching on him. He's getting his hands on the ball. They're double teaming him, so it's making him give up the ball. 100%. That's a great line right there. That's a great analogy right there, Rogelio. That's exactly what they're doing. They're saying we're going to double SGA and make everybody else beat us. But normally he's missing shots that he normally makes. Let's look at his stat line. Let's look at Isaiah Hartenstein. 8 points, 3 for 7. 2 for 3. He made 2 huge free throws down the stretch. 14 rebounds. He was an absolute monster tonight. He had a couple dumb fouls, but he got away with one, which Jokic then pushed him in the back, which cost them a big, huge possession. So I appreciate Ihart. I like what he did tonight. He and Jay Will did a fantastic job on Jokic. SGA, 38 minutes, 25 points. 8 for 19, 0 for 5 from 3, 2 crazy, stupid threes down the stretch. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Leaning sideways. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? 9 for 12 from the free throw line. Terrible from the free throw line. That's terrible for him. 9 for 12, that's terrible. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. 3 turnovers. He had one bad, one like cross-court pass. The hell are you doing against a zone? I mean, I know you don't see zone a lot, but I'm just telling you guys, he is not there yet. But what the beautiful thing about this is, we'll be at home. Everybody be playing good. We win Game 5. We go back there. We beat the hell out of them in Game 5. I don't want to. I'm talking about. I don't want to beat them by 40. I'm saying we beat the hell out of them physically. And then Game 6 comes. By the time the fourth quarter comes, I think that they're going to be tired and be done. Will, I'm sorry. Magnificent game tonight, big fella. Couple dumb things, but for the most part, I thought he played good. 13 minutes, 1 for 2, 0 for 3. I thought he was going to knock down that 3 he missed. It looked good. Caruso, none of us have the words for Caruso, do we, chat? Do we have the words for Caruso? He's the difference. Sam Presti, kudos. I Caruso. What did the Celtics get? Porzingis, Drew Holiday. He is our Drew Holiday. Now I do believe what SGA said that Kaysen is going to be Drew Holiday at some point. He's not there yet. I'm not giving him that kind of love yet, but at some point he will. Caruso, 10 points, 28 minutes, 3 for 7, 2 for 5. He's just 4 rebounds, 2 assists. His defense is just 5 fouls. Okay, he and Jay Will, they wasted every foul, and I'm okay with that. But he's the difference. He's the absolute difference. Isaiah Joe, I thought he played 3 or 4 minutes too long. He came out, missed some shots. Boom, bench. You don't play no more. Sorry. And just let him know, if you're not knocking down shots, I can't play you. That's all he has to say to him. If you come out and you're knocking down threes, I can play you. If you're not, I can't. It's not rocket science, Isaiah. We like you, but if you're not knocking down shots, I can't play you. And you'll know that in the first 3 or 4 minutes. After that, he doesn't play anymore. Aaron Wiggins, you guys are right. Kaysen, Caruso, Aaron Wiggins tonight. Wiggins, 16 minutes. I think he should have played more like 20-something minutes. That's just me. Dort, 19 minutes. So he only played 3 minutes less than Dort. Dort, 2 for 10, 2 for 10. I don't want you shooting 10 threes. I don't want him shooting 10 shots. I've said I want him shooting 6 or 7 shots. Aaron Wiggins, 4 for 8, 3 for 6. Big threes. Big shots. All I want you to do is catch and shooting threes, bro. That's all I want. If you get a layup or whatever, you get a tip-in dunk or something, cool. I just want you catching and shooting threes. That's all I want. I don't want you trying to do nothing else. I don't want you trying to shoot in transition. Now, shooting in transition, like he did tonight, he pulled up and shot and it was short because he's not in rhythm. Transition is a lot easier to do if you're coming down and you're already in the shooting rhythm. Then it's a lot easier for you to pull up and knock down threes versus you coming in trying to do that. Then it's difficult to do when you're not in rhythm to come up, do a pull up 3 in transition. It's really difficult. In fact, I'm working on my kids with that right now, my 7th graders. And they're struggling with it. I just laugh at them. They get mad at me. Kaysen Wallace, 23 minutes, 11 points. I love the kid. I don't know what else to say about the kid. I absolutely love Kaysen Wallace. I love Kaysen Wallace. I do. He is just what he does for us, what he brings to the Thunder and what he gives us. I'm just a huge Kaysen Wallace fan, and so are you guys. I know you guys are too. He's just the difference. And I love what I see from him. I love his growth. And ever since J-Dub got hurt in the Boston series, he went to another level. And then when J-Dub came back, he seemed to have shrunken since then compared to what he was prior to the J-Dub injury. Okay, you know what I'm saying, guys? He was really, when J-Dub got hurt, he stepped in and we didn't miss a beat. We did not miss one beat. I mean, nothing. We just kept right on rolling. In fact, we played better when J-Dub was hurt when he was playing. Now, like I said, that's cool during the season, but we're not going to win without J-Dub. That's idiotic for somebody to think we're not going to win without him. That's crazy. You got to have him step up and play. But like I said, we're not going to win with him scoring 30 and SGA scoring 20. That's not happening. But when SGA is doing what he's doing tonight and J-Dub did what he did, we can win. We can win without J-Dub scoring. We cannot win without SGA scoring. That's a fact. No matter how Dagnott wants to twist it and whatever and all this nonsense and them in the media last night. Well, J-Dub had it going last night and SJ didn't pass the ball. Hell no, he ain't passing the ball. He don't trust him. Down the stretch, I don't either. And you shouldn't either. This is the thing. Your eye test and history says no. Not what you hope. But history and your eye test tells you he cannot do it down the stretch. Chet, your eye test and history tells you no, he cannot do it. Kaysen has yet to be determined whether he can. Because this is his first opportunity to really show it. Last year, he didn't have an opportunity to really show what he could do. That's fact. Caruso's been there. I trust him. If the end of games, if I got to have a shot, I either want Wiggins or Caruso shooting a shot for a three. Those are the only two I'm going to really trust consistently to knock down threes. But as I said, what did he do? Struggling we were down by 6 in the start the fourth quarter. Didn't play well at all. They bring in Jokic once again. Dagnall. When they bring in their best player, you bring in your best player. You don't wait 30 seconds. You see him, boom. Because I promise you, we get ready to put SJ in, Jokic is right there. Nobody does that but Dagnall because he believes his best player is J-Dub. He's in developmental mode, like I don't know who it was that said this in the chat. That's where he's at. We're trying to win a chip. That developmental shit can come back, start back over next year during the season. You develop during the season, not in the playoffs. Playoffs, you try to win. But right now, it should be 3-1 instead of 2-2. But that's irrelevant. It's 2-2. We have 3 games left. I believe we're going to win Game 5 at home. I believe our role players are going to be fantastic and play well. No, baby, stop. Our role players are going to play well 100%. I believe that everybody's going to step up at home and get this job done. But I don't want to beat them by 30. And I said that when we beat them the last time. That's not what I wanted. I want us to win by 10 or 12, keep it close, beat them because I knew that they could rest for Game 3. That's not what I wanted. And you could tell it made the difference to them down the stretch. I want us to win, but I want the game to be closer. Then Game 4, okay, what did we do? They got wore out. Game 5, in 2 days, they'll be wore out. But if we blow them out tomorrow or Tuesday night, what's going to happen? They're going to be rested up for Thursday. And they're going to give us all they want down the stretch. If the game is closer and we beat them by 10 or 12 or 15 where those guys have to play, then by the time the fourth quarter comes, we'll beat them again. And at 100%, their free throws misses down the stretch cost them the game and gave us the game. 100% it did. Let's take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up over there. They love to take care of you, especially if you have a water treatment plant in your city or county. They'll make sure you have clean drinking water. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, or if you're demolishing a house and you need some stuff taken to the dump, hit our guys up over there. They love to take care of you. My guy, Jose Fierro, is the dude for that. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go to one of their 5 locations, the main bank at 401M, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40, right there in front of the hospital. Cannot miss it. And then, of course, YB Peoples located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Creed Cologne, House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. Dude, this stuff is so good. Man, it smells good. And remember, guys, all you have to do is go into one of these locations, the Penn Square Mall, right there, the Dillards. Tell them that Matt Clark sent you, and then you get a free samples. And I'm telling you, for women, they've got some new stuff that's lady in white or something in white or something like that. Oh, my God. It is delicious. Get that for your girl. Go get your sample for her. Just tell them that I sent you, and then they'll give you a free sample. I'm telling you guys, it is delicious. Deliciousness, I promise you. And then they got some great stuff for the men. And I just got the limited edition The limited edition. Let me see what's it called. It's I have it on my phone. Hold on one second. I just got it, and oh my god, dude! I just started smelling this stuff. It's called uh, Absolute, Absolute, Absolute Aventus. Oh, oh! I had that on the other night, and people were like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And I was like, "Hey, that stuff is delicious." So go in there and see these guys, and I can tell you, it is so good. I can promise you that it is really good stuff. So that's Absolute Aventus. Now it's not out yet, and it's a limited edition. And I can tell you this: go get it. Do not pass it up. I promise you, don't do that. So now let's go back to what we talked about last night. My guy Curtis gave me these stats, and then also he gave me the SGA J-Dub stats, which drove me crazy when I saw that. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What this guy is just, it's ridiculous what he's trying to do. There's no reason that he could ever have legitimately say that he's got a reason to play J-Dub over SGA. Okay, this first through the fourth quarter. First quarter, we're averaging 33.3. They're averaging 23. And remember, he changed the first quarter lineup today. Got us out of sync, which is why we had a low scoring. Second quarter, changed the lineup, got us out of sync. It's not the first and second and third quarters. It's the fourth quarter that matters. Because, look, we outscored them by 10 in the first quarter. We outscored them by 5 in the second quarter. We outscored them by 10 in the third quarter total. This is all points. But remember, this counts the blowout. And in the fourth quarter, they outscore us by 5. Why is that? Because when the pressure's on, he doesn't make the right moves. Today he did. Take J-Dub out. Roll, as I've said 1,000 times, SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and either iHeart, Chet, or J-Will. One of those three. Doesn't matter. Depends on who you're playing. Like with Jokic, it's got to be iHeart or J-Will. Chet can't guard him. So one of those two in there mixed with those guys. Now the difference is J-Will allows you to actually shoot threes where iHeart does not. Total field goal percentage, we're up 45 to 42. This is not updated, so I got to get Curtis to send me the updated stats for tomorrow so that we can do the updated stats tomorrow. And then total 3-point, 36 to 31, and it's terrible. And what were we today from three? It was absolutely horrid today. And I didn't even want to go over that today with y'all because it was so freaking terrible what we did. But we were, from 3-point shot today, we were 10 for 41. Who are you going to beat doing that? Who are you going to beat for that? Who are you going to beat shooting like that? Nobody. Now, Denver's gotten tired, and that's what happened in the fourth quarter. That's what happened in the fourth quarter. That's how we beat them. We outscored them in the fourth quarter 29 to 18. We outscored them by 10 in the fourth quarter. Why? They were beat down. And what did I say previously going into it? By the time the fourth, fifth, and sixth games come, the fourth quarter, they're going to be exhausted because we're beating the crap out of them. Now, had we not blown them out, which I did not, want in game 2, I did not want to blow out. I did not want to blow out. I wanted to beat them by 10 or 12, and that's what I wanted. I did not want to blow out because I didn't want them resting. Like tomorrow or Tuesday, I do not want to blow out. I want to win by 10 to 14 or whatever, but I don't want to blow out. I want them to play significant minutes and stay in the game and then close them out like we did today. So by the time game 6 comes, they will be beat up and wore down, and by the time the fourth quarter comes again, they'll be done. That's what the recipe for us winning this championship or getting to the finals is, or getting to the conference finals. Not blowing them out, but beating them. Because if we blow them out in game 5, I promise you game 6 is going to be a completely different game than if they say the game stays close and we beat them by 10 or whatever. I can promise you that if we beat them by 10 and the game's closer, we'll control them in game 6 and we will win. If we blow them out and they get rest, we're going to be in trouble. Let me see. Austin says, in his opinion, he thinks Jokic is done. Back-to-back 42-minute games. I don't think he can run with these young guys. Miss looks tired too. I agree, Austin. That's what I'm saying. I agree. That's what I said. When they beat them, I wanted to do what before this series started. I wanted Denver, and before the playoffs started, I wanted Denver and the Clippers to go 6 or 7 games because I wanted Clippers and Denver to beat the crap out of each other. It went 7. Then I knew they were going to beat the crap out of us. And let's face it, Dagnall gave them game 1 because he just choked. Major choke job. 100% he choked. It should be 3-1 right now. We're coming back home and finishing them off in game 5. That's what it should be, but he gave him a game. He gave him a game. And he's going to continue to give him one if he doesn't do what we're trying to say here. You take J-Dub out, first quarter, third quarter, with 5 minutes to go, you sit him. Take him out with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, second quarter, you sit him for 3 to 4 minutes, you bring SJ in with that group I just said. Fourth quarter, you do the exact same thing. We win this game. When he took him out in the fourth quarter, I told my friends, we're going to win the game now. He took J-Dub out. And they're like, what? I go, he took J-Dub out. We're going to win. We're going to win. But he's reluctant to do that because he's trying to build J-Dub up. He's trying to turn him into a player. And that's cool. But, bro, we're trying to win a chip here. You have a 5-year window to win a chip or multiple chips. When you have a team like this is year 2. You can't afford to lose to the 4th seed 2 years in a row being the number 1 seed. You're in a 5-year window. We're in year 2 of it. Now, I said, what's up, Maisha? What's up with SGA? He's looking tired. I agree. He's just out of sync, Maisha. And that's what I said. To me, that's my thing. I believe that SGA is out of sync. He has not been back in sync because he sat so long, and it just got him out of sync. And he was hurt, and I think he was getting rehabbed, and he's just not the same guy yet. He will, the longer the series goes, and then we go into the next series, he will catch fire and do what he needs to do. But that being said, I like what I'm seeing right now because the physicality of what they went through with the Clippers. Now, as I said before the series started, the physicality of what they're going to bring, what we're going to bring to them back to back. And Jokic, I agree, is tired. He's tired. Because he got the crap beat out of him by Zubac. Zubac beat the crap out of him. They were physically abusive to Jokic. Then you turn around, and then he has Ihart beating the crap out of him. He has J. Will beating the crap out of him. They're getting each 4 or 5 fouls each, so they're fouling him. They're fouling him. And I don't care who you are. I've been in that situation where you're the best player, and you're getting fouled, and you're getting the crap beat out of you. Dude, it takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on you. It really, truly does. That's why I was saying before the series, this is what I believe, this is what needs to happen, this is what's going to happen. That's why after we lost game 1, I said we'd win 4 out of the next 5. Now, I said games 2, 3, 5, and 6 instead of games 2, 4, 5, and 6. But I believe we would beat them because I believe, like I said, by the time game 4, 5, and 6 come, they were going to be exhausted. And I believe had we not blown them out in game 2, we would have beat them in game 3, and we would have beat them in game 4, and we'd be closing them out in game 5. But if Dagnall hadn't gave them the game 1, with the craziest choke job ever, that wouldn't have happened. This series would not be we would be up 3-1 right now, if not 4-0. But it is what it is. So you come home Tuesday, do not blow them out. Beat them really good. Don't blow them out. Don't give them a chance to sit the bench and rest the whole third, fourth quarter. Because that doesn't help us either. That doesn't help SJ. That doesn't help J-Dub. That doesn't help Chet. That doesn't help anybody if he sits out there. If we sit out there, it doesn't help us. We want to play. We need to play. We've had we played 8 games in 20-something days? 30 days? Something crazy? We've got to play more. So that's why I'm saying win game 5, keep it close, but beat them by 10, 15. Win game 6. I think they're going to dispatch the Golden State Warriors in 5 or 6. That's what I think. So if that happens, we want them to at least go 6 games so we can basically be right at the same level when we go into games against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's what I think. Let me see. Austin says he can't go 7 again. This is the new best of 3. Yes, it is. 2 at home. If we can't take advantage of that, it'll be embarrassing. I agree. I agree. He's got to put that shea butters back on my 100%. He's got to have that shea butter. But it's just like I said, guys. He just gotten out of sync because he hadn't played. I wasn't happy about Dagnall sitting him against the Suns. I wanted him to break the record of 73 in a row. And say he's tied with KD right now. I want him to break that record against KD in front of KD on the road. Now, of course, he'll probably break it at home. I'm sure our first game is probably at home. But he can break that record of 73 consecutive 20-point games. I want him to break that then. And then all of a sudden, everybody sits. But J-Dubs, it was all about J-Dub. He's from there. They were, highlighting him and whatever. That's their guy. He ain't going to give us no chip. Just like Russell wasn't going to give us no chip. Well, you picked him over Kevin Durant. Now you're picking J-Dub over him. Give me a coach who knows how to coach a superstar. Put everybody where they belong. Dort ain't going to be shooting no 10 shots. You don't see him shooting 10 shots for the Canadian team, do you? Because they're like, nah, we need you to play defense, shoot 5 or 6, maybe 7 times max. 5 or 6 times a game, shooting threes. That's all we want. We ain't want you to try to dribble. We ain't none of that. You play great defense, and you shoot 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 7 max, but 5 to 6 threes a game. That's all we want. Or if you cut to the basket and get a layup. And he'll miss a layup in a heartbeat because he's trying to draw contact. Just go dunk on somebody, which he's clearly not capable of doing in traffic. And Cases, same thing, missing layups. Same thing. But all of that being said, the Thunder have done what they needed to do. Home court back in OKC. Play game 5 at home Tuesday night. They're going to still be tired because they haven't had enough rest. They're going to get 1 day of rest. Turn around, got to play us again. And I can promise you, our bench players are going to be on. Okay? Wiggins is going to be on. Caruso is going to be on. Cason's going to be on. Isaiah Joe, we're playing at home. He should be on. But once again, I do not want to blow them out. I want to beat them significantly by 10 to 15, where they still got to play, and then at the end of the fourth quarter, we stretch it out and close the game out, and they send 4 or 5 minutes. I don't want them sitting the whole fourth quarter. That's not what I want, because if you do that, then game 6 is going to be significantly harder. Then all of a sudden, you're playing while Minnesota's resting and waiting for you. It's not what I want. It's not what we need. We need to play minutes. SGA needs minutes. J-Dub needs minutes. Chet needs minutes. Caruso needs minutes. Wiggins needs minutes. Dort needs minutes. Kaysen needs minutes. Ihart needs minutes. Joe needs minutes. We need minutes. We don't need to blow people out where you play some minutes that don't matter. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It is Umaya. My bad. Is Jay Will our secret weapon for the playoffs? He has been. Maya, 100%. He's been our secret weapon for the playoffs. 100% he's been. He's been great for us. He's made all the moves. He's made all the things that needed to be made. 100% he's been the difference. And I just hope he continues to do that. So, but anyway, guys, is there anything else you guys want to talk about the playoffs? Remember, we'll be on tomorrow previewing Game 5. Get all my stats because I don't have all my stats down, but we will be doing that. Is there anything else anybody want to talk about in the chat or anything anybody wants to say? Go ahead and do it before we get off the air. I've got some things I've got to get done at the house. I haven't fed my fat boy. Let me see. Lou Dort hasn't hit a road three-pointer since March 25th. What? That can't be possible. Are you sure, Austin? He's had that hit. Surely he's hit a 3. I think he hit one against Memphis, didn't he? He's had to hit a 3. I don't. That can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be right. There's no way. I believe he hit a 3 against Memphis, at least. I'm pretty sure he hit at least a 3 in one of those 2 games. Austin 0 for 15. Really? Wow. That is a crazy stat. 0 for 15. Oh, in the playoffs. Okay, well, he's 0 for 15 in the playoffs. Okay. That's Memphis and and Denver. Wow, 0 for 15 on the road. That's a crazy stat. That's got to be against Denver, because really, that just doesn't. Man, that's crazy. We got to do better than that. So, but anyway, guys, hey, thank you everybody for staying up, getting me back on. Like I said, I'm sorry that I missed. I was so late, but the Soul Food Festival. By the way, you guys, if y'all didn't get a chance to go today to the Soul Food Festival, oh my God, and the Pickle Festival, y'all missed some good stuff, some great pickles, great soul food. They had catfish. They had of course, the greens and mac and cheese went first. The ribs were good. All the chicken was good. It was just a bunch of different things they had. It was a great thing today. But that's the reason why I was late. It was supposed to be done at 6, and it just didn't happen. So, but anyway, well, thank everybody. I got to feed my fat boy. Let me see. Coach Mark said on postgame that he is studying the end of game offense to go figure out that's what cost us 2 games in their series should be over. Yeah, the series should have been over. The first game, that was him fouling. That's what the first game was. He was fouling. He wasn't running any time off the clock. That's what happened game 1. That had nothing to do with anything. That was him. Game 3, on the road, they double-teamed SJ and took the ball out of his hands and nobody could score. That's what happened in game 3, and we talked about that. Okay, Rogelio? That's what we talked about. That's what happened in game 3. So I don't know what the hell he's going to watch or whatever. But that being said, number 1 in game 3, SGA couldn't close. Game 4, he made a couple shots, but for the most part, he didn't close. But he's working on it. You can tell he's trying to get back, because all season long, what has he done when the games were close? Close the door. Remember, he had 15 games or 16 games. He didn't even play the fourth quarter. So how many close games have we had? And that's a reflection more on the coach and the coaching staff on how to make moves when games are closer. That's what that is. Okay? That's what that is. That's him trying to figure it out, because he cost us down the stretch. Not being able to make the right decisions, not being able to get SJ open, not being able to do this, trying to get the ball to J-Dub, trying to get the ball to Chet, trying to get the ball, put the ball in SJ's hands, forget all that stat crap that our guy was talking about, Tots was talking about. It ain't no stat check. That's ridiculous. Has nothing to do with anything. This is what it needs to happen, plain and simple. So, that being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic night, and remember, Thunder up, and tomorrow we'll be doing more on the show on the Unpopular Hour tomorrow afternoon.